Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. And the universe, that wants to kill you too, right? We live in a perfect universe for us, you've heard people say, I'm sure you have. We have gamma ray bursts that can fry us, and supernova explosions, do not want them too close, and black holes can eat you, and solar storms. Had a few good flares in the last couple of days. Those are less likely, of course, but we've been hit by comets and asteroids. So I'm thinking we can set up a plan to find the asteroids. Then you'll know it. Then you at least know when you'll go extinct, rather than be surprised by it. So you need a tandem space program for this to fully work out. But here's the problem. Here's what the sky looks like. That's what it looks like. You can't have your 7,000 astronomers doing this. You need people to participate to gain this in some way. Otherwise, you'll never get it done. I'm almost done here. Sorry. We've been hit before, right? This is Arizona is known for its holes in the ground. This is one of them, a meteor crater. We call it meteor crater because it was made by a meteor, and it's a crater. In my field, we just speak straight. Spots on the sun, sunspots. You with me here? Okay. Jupiter has a red spot on it. It was actually portrayed in one of the tattoos. We call Jupiter's red spot Jupiter's red spot, right? Unlike the chemists and the geologists, and especially not the geologists. The biologists, everybody makes the biggest word they possibly can and expect you to follow what they're talking about. Oh, this is almost a mile across. It can bury a 60-story building. Bad day in Arizona. You didn't want to be there. An even worse day on Earth. That's the one that took out the dinosaurs. That's the size of Mount Everest slamming in. So you want to find these asteroids before they hit you. I have 3 slides left, I promise. These are real threats. This is an asteroid that Earth collided with at 40,000 miles an hour a year ago, February, a year and a half ago. Chelyabinsk in the Ural Mountains of Russia, in Siberia. There's a dot in the middle. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the dot in the middle? That is the asteroid, which is the size of this stage, first noticing that it's slowing down upon colliding with Earth's atmosphere. And as it slows down, that kinetic energy has to go somewhere. It starts heating up the air around it. The energy gets put back inside of it until it catastrophically can no longer contain the energy and it explodes. In other words, the kinetic energy exceeds the binding energy of the molecules that hold the rock together in the first place. In Russia, they have forward-facing cameras. It caught that impact. Here it is. Okay? It's moving 40,000 miles an hour. Bam! Right there. It explodes and disintegrates. So, what is that? By the way, if I were in the car, I would have said, holy shit, there's audio in that. Who's driving? Excuse me? Did you hear there was some audio? Very weak audio track. I'm thinking, there would have been some expletive that came out of the So this exploded about 20 miles up, but it had 25 times the energy of the bomb over Hiroshima. But because it was 20 miles up, it diluted into the atmosphere so that what hit the ground was not nearly as destructive as the one used in warfare. But the town over which this exploded, 1,500 people were injured. Why? Because they forgot their physics 101. They're up there eating breakfast or whatever, and this bright light shines in through the window, Steven Spielberg E.T. style, beam of light. And so they said, oh, I wonder what that light is. And then they get up from the table and go to the window, look out the window. shockwave comes because sound is slower than light. 1,500 people had lacerations on their faces and bodies from broken glass. It essentially broke every window in the entire city, but nobody died. It was a shot across our bow. Now here's what I want to have happen.